We were talking about what was happening in your life when we were living in Waimanalo, and that basically your songs were responding to...
They're children of their time.
Right, right. So let's pick some of the earlier, one or two of the earlier songs on the album, and you can tell me a little bit more about what's happening.
But Maiden Voyage was probably the earliest song, probably from the 70s, maybe the middle 70s. Probably a little bit after I wrote, Million Stars and Forget Leaving, stuff like that. And it was, when you go into clubs and all the musicians and wannabe musicians are, hanging out trying to wait for their chance to go up on stage to play their song or sing their song or hope they get called up by the band that's, their friends or whatever. And so, that's what we all did. We all went all around and, sat in and played. And so I just started me thinking about that whole situation and all of us, waiting for our big chance. And it's like a maiden voyage and, letting it all, jumping in and sailing off with it. And, and sort of led to, sailing by the stars at night and letting it drift by day sort of deal, at night going to the clubs and, daytime, sleeping late and dreaming about all that stuff. The club person or the wannabe. And that's where that whole thing kind of came from. Well, it's just like, what you see all the time watching all these shows, American Idol or The Voice or whatever. Someone's going to win and someone's going to not win. And just because you don't win, it doesn't mean that you are not good or a loser or whatever. And you just got to continue to believe in yourself like anything else, no matter what it is, whether it's music or anything. If you continue to believe in yourself and keep going. And also realize that the business of music is one thing, and music is not the same it's different from the business of music. And so sometimes the business of music tears us down and makes us feel like we want to quit. But we have to keep on thinking music is not the thing that's going to make us want to quit. It's not going to make us feel less confident or not, who we think we are. So stick to the music and stick to your dream. We hear that constantly, but it's the truth, I was working 2 and 3 jobs and doing, raising kids and everything else and not playing gigs, but I still forced myself to keep playing and keep writing and, whether, I was out there or not, it was still part of this whole thing that, it's like the arts. Sometimes we choose our future, but if you're in the arts, I think whether it's visual arts or performing arts or whatever, most of the time it chooses you, and you can't not do it. And so you just have to keep the faith and keep doing it even when times are tough. And, it seems like there's no, light out, at the end of the tunnel in sight. But you just got to keep on doing it. And I think that's just what I kept on doing. Whether I was going to be commercially successful or not, I just kept on doing what I felt I had to do.